The TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.
Good evening, this is TV1 News. I'm Maricela Kelaton.
And I'm Carol Kido Jr. Join me later for your news in sports.
In this edition, WIBF Forum underway in Port Moresby. V8 Land Cruisers enter PNG car market, and charity golf set for November. The Permanent Parliamentary Committee on Law and Order completed Day 2 of the Momase Regional Consultations. On the second day, they consulted with local law enforcers, the Royal PNG Constabulary, the PNG Defence Force, and Correctional Services in Morbe Province. Committee Chairman and Member for Koroba Lake Kopiago, William Bando, queried the agencies on the breakdown of law and order services in the region and encouraged them to explain in detail the issues. Bando said government funding, although allocated, gets lost in the system. He added that the funding is not being distributed evenly and is often delayed when urgent law and order problems such as ethnic clashes and tribal fights arise. After the discussions, the committee sees a need to examine current laws, especially under the Criminal Act, to make appropriate amendments to impose tougher measures and penalties for lawbreakers. Today, the committee spoke to churches, youth representatives, and community leaders. The 14th World Indigenous Business Forum opened yesterday in Port Moresby. The grand welcome was hosted at the Sir Hubert Murray Stadium for participants. Prime Minister James Marape was in attendance. In a spectacular show of Papua New Guinea tradition and culture, combined with contemporary modern art, the Sir Hubert Murray Stadium played host to the delegates of the 14th World Indigenous Business Forum. The attendees were treated to a show of the rhythm and dance of a 1,000 tribes parade, highlighting to international visitors an array of Papua New Guinean identities. The forum is an opportunity for national MSMEs to connect to international markets, form lasting business collaborations, and foster growth for the future.
Port Moresby is proud and honored to be the host of this global event, the 14th World Indigenous Business Forum. Our city is the capital of our nation, and our nation truly, I would say, is a manifestation of the indigenous people of the world. It is a nation of 1,000 tribes, hundreds of languages. We in this country, we are ancient people with long histories and culture. We are proud of our diversity, and we consider our diversity as our strength and as the essence of our identity. We are proud to host all the representatives of all the First Nation people of the world.
Prime Minister James Marape, in welcoming the delegates, said the forum is a testament to the national government's emphasis on building small businesses.
We have a big potential in as far as our natural resource base is concerned, and we appreciate the fact that the World Indigenous Business Forum have decided to host the 14th session here in Port Moresby. We look forward to give our full support to all of you, and we hope in the final outcome of this meeting you are better connected, you're more linked in your peers in business in the indigenous communities, not just here in Papua New Guinea, but right across.
The forum commenced today and will conclude on the 26th of this month. The 14th World Indigenous Business Forum is underway in Port Moresby. Speaking at the opening ceremony on Tuesday evening, Prime Minister James Marape offered to all delegates of the forum, both international and Papua New Guinean, the links established and fostered by the national government to international markets. Prime Minister James Marape told delegates of the 14th World Indigenous Business Forum of the potential of Papua New Guinea's natural resources. Marape says the national government gives its full support to all and hopes that by the end of the forum, indigenous businesses in attendance are better connected and linked to their respective peers in business, not just in Papua New Guinea, but abroad.
In the midst of many challenges in contemporary world, we have grown from that small starting place. And today, we are an economy that is over 100 billion kina. We are a people that is set to conquer the world that is coming ahead of us. We are better connected than most indigenous communities in the world, especially peer economies as Papua New Guinea. We have reached connectivity in the marketplace like never before.
Marape says the world is a marketplace. The advancement of modern technology in business has pushed the barriers that once hindered the progress of the growth of businesses right out the way, creating the opportunity for business engagement and growth like never before.
We are linked to the Eastern culture and business and countries. We are linked to the Western culture, business and countries. PNG's connectivity to business communities in the world is second to none. We are friends to all, enemies to none. We have marketplace in China, India, Japan, South Korea, Indonesia, Asian nations, as well as further apart from these Asian reaches, our traditional connectivity to Australia, Europe, and US and Canada remains very much everyday connectivity for us.
Marape assured indigenous businesses that PNG has a democracy that enables the country to be a secure place for trade, commerce, and investment. The biggest challenge for the development of Port Moresby City and its people is the fostering of a business and entrepreneurial culture amongst its people. NCD Governor Powers Pakop says ours is a culture of wealth creation, but also of distribution. National Capital District Governor Powers Pakop told delegates of the World Indigenous Business Forum that as much as Papua New Guinea wants to preserve its rich traditional heritage, it also needs to embrace transformation to secure that present and a future that is innovative and is equally ancient and modern.
While we are an ancient, traditional, and indigenous city, we are also a modern, growing metropolis. We share our city too with other nationalities, other ethnicities, other cultures, other traditions, other faiths, languages, and history.
Governor Pakop stated that NCD is driven by a master plan to build a city that is clean, safe, healthy, planned, and livable.
A city that maintains our cultural heritage, but it's also a city that is creating many opportunities for our young people now and for our people into the future. A city of culture, a city of arts, a city of entertainment, a city of services, a city of business, but equally a city of skills, opportunities, innovation, and investment.
Pakop adds he looks forward to the dialogue that WIBF will facilitate, stating a keenness to learn from indigenous businesses from around the world on how they balance the contradiction of traditional culture and values with capitalism. Port Moresby General Hospital conducted the third mass burial for 2023, laying to rest 27 bodies and 13 body parts yesterday. A total of 296 bodies were kept in the PMGH mortuary, which has a storage capacity of 150. Officer in charge of the PMGH mortuary, Albert Tolle, said the bodies are for the period of April 1st to May 31st this year. He added that there are plans to undertake another mass burial for the period of June to July later this year. The hospital spends up to 40,000 kina for mass burials, which include the cost of advertising the list of unclaimed bodies in print media and the contractor who provides the coffins, transportation, and burial. You're watching TVWAN News. Stay tuned for more after the break.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase Easy Pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for BSB Mobile Banking. BSB Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people.
Enjoy life when we work together, making happy memories that last forever. Hot in talk, young or old, a scale race, family meal with home. We'll bring out the smiles, cause it's our favorite from mine. Tennessee cola, scale rice, long scale price. Tennessee cola, scale rice, long scale price. Amber, you like it?
A true champion is measured by their courage, their determination, and their passion to never give up and to always keep trying. With a delicious Milo in milk taste and added nutrients, Milo in milk is a great way to fuel our little champions with nourishing energy every day. Because true champions give it their all.
Milo, PNG and Mia. Prime PNG made.
Ton, 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 hino, ton, ton.
If you can't stop thinking about the Hino range of trucks, then you better drive one today. Hino.
Ton, ton.
Right across the nation, we eat snacks crackers. Emi trupla. All get a young planalapun, only like him snacks crackers. Only make him here, no PNG, one time lay biscuit company. It's crunchy and tasty. It's irresistible.
1-1! This goal will not just be celebrated here in Cologne. Russia are top of the table again. Jamal Musiala! Unbelievable! Bayern's rising.
The All Blacks will play in a record 5th World Cup final. They have come from behind and they will defend their Rugby World Cup title.
It takes a lot to be a rodeo kid.
Some people let nerves get to them, some people don't.
She don't take losing very well.
It does make a mama nervous.
It's gonna happen. You just don't know when or how bad it's gonna be.
It's good in the rodeo industry to have a very short memory.
Kid Rodeo, a brand new series coming soon on Outdoor.
Welcome back. The people of Koyari have called on the board of PNG Power to explain the resignation of the CEO, Obed Bhatia, from his duties. They allege that Bhatia was forcefully asked to resign, and they are demanding the board under the leadership of McDonald Nale to reinstate him by Friday, October 27, or they will resort to other options.
The people of Koyari in the Iri Koyari district of Central Province are demanding the PNG Power Board to reinstate the CEO Obed Batia. They claim Mr. Batia was forcefully asked to resign as the CEO effective Tuesday, October 24, 2023. In a media conference today, the landowners, the Koyari leaders expressed dissatisfaction at the resignation of Batia. They demanded that Prime Minister James Marape intervened and have Batia reinstated by this Friday. The landowners warned that they will shut down water and power supply to the city as well as shut down the new Edevu hydro station if their demands are not adhered to.
We feel the fact that Obed Batia is a victim to the maladministration and nepotism and all this, whatever you call it. So Mipla come today, Mr. Batia came on merits. I want to make this media clear that he was appointed on merits. A consecutive number of times he was given the expression to become the CEO. He neglect him. But as time go up, I'm accepting this position. And when that position was accepted, it was a highest pride for people of Koyari, all four corners of Koyari. But what happened today, this morning, Kisim Koyari go back 48 years.
Deputy Governor of Central Province and Koyari LG President Willie Wawi strongly opposed the forceful resignation of Batia and urged the board of PNG Power to reconsider their decision.
We are very disappointed with the actions of the PPL board to forcefully ask him to tender his resignation. In fact, he has not tendered his resignation because of the pressure by the board. He put up himself up for voluntary retirement. So, on behalf of our people, I strongly condemn this, and I ask the Prime Minister to reconsider his position in the organization.
Other leaders also called for the reinstatement of Batia.
You got resource play, place play stop. Me not go for simula, rasimulo. Area blow na children blow you. Area blow me, you let me stop. Me got 2 years. 10 blow me any see approve 2 years me stop. Why is it 2 years you no finish it now you rush me area? You explain it to me, explain to the people. Any seat as well approve him, any seat must rush him. You know you PNG Power Chairman, board members simply to him.
Freddie Mo, TVWAN News.
UOG students from Nawab district have been praised for their responsible handling of 50,000 kina in funding allocated for accommodation support. MP Theo Pelgan commended the students for their transparent reporting and urged all fund recipients to follow suit for accountability. He stressed the importance of ensuring funds are used for their intended purposes. Additionally, MP Pelgan expressed support for the students' initiative to establish a student association which aims to raise awareness about educational and development agendas in the district during the holiday period. The Department of Implementation and Rural Development has launched a Bilum digital platform to promote good governance through digital innovation in collaboration with all stakeholders. To prepare for this, a sub-national stakeholder consultation readiness assessment and platform user training has begun underway from October 22 to 26.
The Department of Information Research and Digital Development, or DIRD, is on the cusp of introducing its pioneering Bilum digital platform, a landmark development aimed at fortifying good governance through digital innovation. This initiative takes a stride forward with the organization of a sub-national stakeholder consultation, which seeks to raise awareness and set the stage for the impending Bilum rollout. The goal of this consultation is to achieve several pivotal outcomes, each contributing to the success of the DIRD Bilum platform. Stakeholder understanding and buy-in, the DIRD has set its sights on ensuring that key stakeholders not only comprehend but also support the DIRD Bilum platform. By explaining the platform's advantages, functions, and potential impacts, DIRD aims to secure the backing of these stakeholders, crucial for the project's triumph. Feedback and input is crucial to the collection of invaluable feedback and input from these stakeholders. This wealth of feedback will offer invaluable insights into possible challenges suggestions for enhancements, and identification of new opportunities. The IRD is poised to employ this input to finesse and streamline the platform, making it more user-friendly. And risk mitigation, the wisdom of involving key stakeholders at this juncture lies in the proactive identification and resolution of potential risks, misunderstandings, or conflicts of interest. As the DIRD prepares to roll out the Bilum platform across 22 provinces and 96 districts, this approach reduces project risks and ensures a smoother execution. The DIRD's Bilum platform promises to usher in a transformative era in digital governance, and this stakeholder consultation constitutes a step towards its successful implementation. Carol Kidu Jr., TV1 News.
From working for commissions selling other people's goods on Facebook to now a VA Toyota Land Cruiser car dealer, this is the story of 37-year-old Wesley Roy. Wesley took the risk, lost along the way, but picked up the pieces and is now firmly footed in this business, importing and selling V8s. It may be early days, but Wesley may change the car dealership game in the country.
Wesley Roy, CEO of Brave Group of Companies, returned from his postgraduate studies overseas in 2017. He had just completed a master's in public administration. However, he couldn't find a job for the next 2 years. A determined Wesley sat at the comfort of his home, created a Facebook page called Brave Entrepreneurs, and sold other people's products and services and got paid a commission. He received much-needed capital when he helped a customer buy a house. He was given 20,000 kina as commission. With this money on hand, he continued helping people and met a Bangladeshi car dealer who engaged Wesley to sell his cars online. Wesley picked up a few tips of the car dealership business through this, and the rest is history. After a careful study of the vehicle market in PNG, Wesley decided to do something different. He wanted to invest in bringing in V8 Land Cruisers, but his first attempt at this didn't go as planned.
Because our market is very small and we got few buyers. Most of them goes to the established dealers. And I, as a national, it's a bit difficult for me to get the clients, create the client space. So I was looking for a niche market where I can fit in and then I can sell my products.
He lost 500,000 kina to a Singaporean car dealer, but Wesley says he didn't allow this to doom his spirit.
My passion to go into vehicle business was so strong in me that I don't want to give up on that. So I kept on looking for another supplier until I found a genuine one.
The V8 Land Cruisers are top of the range and are usually exported to countries with advanced economies. Wesley says despite PNG being among the low economy countries, there is a good market for these cars. He has so far brought in 8, 7 open backs and 1 7-door trooper, all sold out. His second lot of 3 cars will arrive in 3 weeks' time, and one of these has already been sold even before it has arrived. The other 2 have buyers standing by to make patches when they arrive. Wesley is now comfortable and is planning to increase his imports, build a workshop to service these vehicles, and says he has a vision that excites him every day to take that risk. Wesley has also received calls from overseas where people have been asking to buy these vehicles from him. He is planning to quickly enter into this space, and that's where he might change the car dealership game in the country when he starts exporting the V8s overseas. He says nothing is impossible.
So we just started this one in 3 months, and requests coming from even the US. We're sending out codes and all these things, but as soon as we did some exports, we will put it up on our Facebook page. But yeah, it's good that we're doing this, so like we can help our country bring in some US dollar.
Ruth Rongola, TV1 News.
And now the finance news. The kina closed unchanged at 0.2695 US dollars in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, our kina was buying 0.2620 US dollars, 0.4098 Australian dollars, 0.2399 euro, and 38.94 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, coffee, copra, and copper closed higher, while gold, cocoa, palm oil, and crude oil closed lower. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed higher ASX closed lower, and all ordinaries closed higher. TV1 News continues when we return. Stay with us.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase easy paid units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for BSB Mobile Banking. BSB Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people.
When you're spending time with family, when you've got a big day ahead, when you have given it all you've got, when you're putting on a feast, that's when you want the best. That's when you want flame rice. New flame rice. Win him, Olgeta.
Hiya, Mama. You wait then, but me add him special flavor.
Put in more flavor, put in more taste. Add your kakadu, get up and big smile on face. Time for kim chicken, a great fumu too. Sip, sip, the mumu, yes, magic on you.
Maggi, the taste PNG loves.
Hey, you want talk? Want to win one of 4 Costa buses? Simply collect 6 SP Lager Red promo caps and enter the draw at a participating store near you. There are heaps of other great prizes to win too, like SP Hunters jerseys and other awesome SP Lager gifts. So enter the draw today for a chance to win. There's a bus to be won in Islands, Southern, Momase, and the New Guinea Islands. SP Lager, Bungi Mumi!
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Hennau, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Newcastle United lead. Here's a great ball through to Ferran Torres, and Barcelona lead, and Porto fall behind in first half stoppage time. Brigginshaw goes through the middle, straight to Tamika Upton. Shut the gate, she's away.
And Tyron Aitken will be on the end of this for Australia.
McGregor chips out towards a wing. Biddle gets there, makes the catch. Anessa Biddle on debut.
Welcome back. The St. John Ambulance received a fully kitted ambulance from Island Mobile Hire Cars today in Port Moresby. The addition of this new vehicle will enable fast responses to emergency medical services to communities in the National Capital District and Central Province.
This donation is set to bolster medical emergency response in the National Capital District and Central Province, allowing St. John Ambulance to continue its life-saving mission. The vehicle, valued at around 1,700 kina, was delivered to St. John on June 4, 2023, but officially handed over today in Port Moresby. It is fitted with essential medical equipment and supplies and will play a crucial role in saving lives. CEO of St. John Ambulance Matt Cannon said ambulance vehicles are fundamental tools that enhance the ability of workers to save lives.
This ambulance, we estimate, will help save 3,000 lives. And it's a, for you, this is an ambulance, but for the people it will help, it's their life saved.
Cannon said the challenge they have is keeping up with the fleet because of the demand for ambulance to attend to emergencies.
We only get 2 or 3 years out of each ambulance, not because we don't look after it, but because of the demands that are on these. These ambulances, once they're commissioned, they're working 24 hours a day.
He added that road condition is another challenge they deal with on a day-to-day basis, and this additional ambulance is a big asset to them.
We're hopeful that this relationship with Island Mobile continues for many years to come because it's greatly benefiting the ability of these ambulance people to get to sick men and women.
The CEO for Island's mobile hire cars, Malcolm Mamata, said the hire car company recognizes the vital role that St. John Ambulance plays in delivering emergency medical services to the communities. This is why they came on board to assist with the donation of this new ambulance. Tracy Pa, TV1 News.
Meanwhile, the CEO for St. John Ambulance, Matt Cannon, said the emergency incident statistics have increased from more than 3,000 cases in 2017 to now 30,000 emergency cases. He said much of these cases are from the densely populated cities of Port Moresby and Lae. Cannon said this calls for the need to increase its facilities and manpower because the current St. John Ambulance workforce is limited to attend to critical incidents only. He said that during this new ambulance vehicle handover ceremony by the Island Mobile Hire Cars to St. John Ambulance today in Port Moresby.
1,000 emergency incidents, and much of those, a large proportion of those happen in our densely populated cities of Moresby and Lae. But we're seeing a steady increase in Central Province, and as you can imagine, we have our workloads has increased far greater than our workforce has increased, and our fleet of ambulances has increased.
In observation of World Cancer Day, employees of the K92 Mining Company in Eastern Highlands offered a special treat to the cancer patients at Ward 1 and 2 at the Goroka Provincial Hospital. They shared a cake and individual gift packs with the patients to bring a smile and cheer into the lives of those patients.
World Cancer Day falls on the 16th of October and is observed all over the world. In Eastern Highlands Province, the Provincial Health Authority did not have an official celebration, but were grateful to receive a kind gesture from the Kainantu's mining gender staff. Gender Officer Opa Peter, who led the team, said, as partners with the EHPHA, they are committed to caring for inpatients at the hospital. They do awareness on different kinds of cancer, as well as visits to hospitals in Goroka and Lae.
Awareness of breast cancer, na visit more houses to be okay when la income diabetes plus akan and plus Lae just look similarly click on something or something. Or this law something now you are looking more Workman Mary law and to mind. Also working fortnightly deductions. Loan come now. It's the money I miss I using and finding notice or something.
She said this was not the first time the gender staff visited and delivered gifts, nor will it be the last time. The gifts were received by the CEO of Eastern Highlands Provincial Health Authority, Dr. Joseph Appa, together with the Provincial Hospital Acting Manager, Dr. Ian Wani. Dr. Appa was overwhelmed with the kind gesture and thanked Kainantu Mining gender staff for their generosity. He said that due to financial limitations, the PHA was not able to observe the day. The items, including pillows, diapers, and toiletries, and the cake, were purchased from the financial contributions of the gender staff of the Kainantu Mining Limited. Frida Kana, TV1 News.
And in regional news, residents in the north of Vanuatu are picking up the pieces after Cyclone Lola ripped through the area, causing widespread damage to homes and crops last night. Tropical Cyclone Lola has cut off communications with the Penama province since last night as it makes landfall on the northern islands, says Vanuatu Prime Minister Charlotte Salwai. But with the communications cut off, it was hard to know what the impact had been on those islands at this stage. Salwai says on-site teams would be reporting back on conditions today, he said. Vanuatu's National Disaster Management Office has activated officers in 6 provinces ready to carry out a rapid assessment after the cyclone. The capital, Port Vila, is on red alert and all government offices, markets and banks are closed until further notice. The coronial inquest into the emergency response to the Christchurch terror attacks at 2 mosques is continuing today.
7 minutes before the gunman opened fire and launched a terror attack on 2 mosques here in Christchurch back in 2019, he sent an email to the New Zealand Parliament with the title, "On the Attacks in New Zealand Today." And with that email there was an attachment with a white supremacist document as well as several links. A parliamentary staffer whose identity has been suppressed by the coroner has told the inquest into the emergency response to the attacks that he called the emergency line 111 for New Zealand 2 minutes after the email was forwarded to him and he'd had a chance to have a quick scan of it. When he was talking to the operator, he said he wondered if it had been sent in by a nutter, but added that he was concerned enough to call it in. He told the court today that Parliament receives emails and correspondence from people with unusual beliefs all the time, but he said something about this one was an outlier, so to speak. He was questioned by lawyers at the inquest about his use of the term nutter, but he said that he'd read the email for a minute or so, made some quick conclusions, but still felt he needed to phone it in. The inquest will now move on to talking to police officers, including some of the first responders. As a whole, this inquest is looking at the events of March the 15th, 2019, from the moment the attack started through to the end of the emergency response and the gunman's formal police interview. It's set down for 7 weeks.
And that ends the news segment. In sports, Mixed Force Lawn Bowls and Wakeham to step up.
All children have rights. Be part of the Children's Voices Challenge. If you are between the age of 6 and 17 and would like to raise your voice, share your views and future wishes on how best you can make a difference and improve our country, we want to hear from you. Be part of the Children's Voices Challenge. You can submit the following: artwork, video or pictures, podcast or songs, poetry, written form, social media campaign, web page, flat and one-page website. Make sure that the videos, podcasts or songs are not more than 2 minutes long. Written pieces including poems, letters or blogs are not more than 1,000 words, and a social media campaign has not more than 4 social media posts. Your voice is important, your voice is the future. The Children's Voices Challenge deadline is Tuesday, 31st October 2023.
Need a brand new TV? Well, now you can win a smart TV from Digicel TV. Simply buy any 60 or 80 channel prepaid TV plan and automatically qualify for a chance to win one of 4 Samsung 43-inch smart TVs plus 200 home routers and lots of daily prizes. So what are you waiting for? Dial *515# to buy your prepaid TV plan today for your chance to win your smart TV or home router. Only with Digicel TV.
Never miss a moment. Instant breaking and local news delivered direct to you. Read anytime from anywhere. Download the Loop PNG News app today. Available now on Google Play Store and the App Store.
Get ready for more! Digicel's new Big Plus Supersized data plans. Now with more options, more plans, and more time. Choose from our daily plans, now valid for 24 hours, weekly plans, or even a monthly plan from our suite of Big Plus Supersized data plans. All with more data and starting from as low as 1 kina. Yes, you heard right. What's up, us all? Yes, yeah! Only Digicel's Big Plus Supersized data plans gives you more. Activate today on My Digicel app or dial *675# only with Digicel.
Good head. Jareen Buller comes steaming on, but he's up against Yoka, and he had absolutely no chance. Try.
There's nothing more intense than this thing. I've been in racing my entire life since I was 3 or 4 years old. Anytime you get in one of these things, your life is in danger.
There's no room for error. I mean, this is life or death. I'm determined.
We travel across the country with this beast, and people just go nuts.
Acknowledge me. Oh, and a Samoan spike. For the phenomenal forearm. The women's champion Asuka is in the ring on SmackDown.
You're looking at the judge, the jury, and the executioner right now.
Thanks for staying with us. In sports, the Coffee Connection Mixed Force Cup for 2023 ended last Sunday at the Goroka Bowling Club lawns. Team Coffee Connections won the trophy. The two-day event was held in Goroka Eastern Highlands on Saturday 21st and Sunday 22nd, previously called the Tokyo's Mixed Triples. It was recently changed to Coffee Connections Mixed Fours. Coffee Connections has sponsored this event for 10 years.
Bowlers from 6 centres took part in the Bowls PNG sanctioned Coffee Connection Mixed Force Cup. Lay Bulolo Bisini Defence, Hagen and host centre Goroka fielded teams. Coffee Connection team led by Captain Henry Ahmed defeated the boys from Kangeland 12-3. Coffee Connection took home the trophy and a prize money of 8,000 kina. The Hagen team settled for second place with 6,000 kina. Goroka Team 1 won Goroka Team 2 to claim third place. Goroka Team 3 played Bulolo for fifth and sixth placings. Goroka Bowling Club President Wilson Ununa thanked bowlers from other centres for coming out to take part. He also thanked major sponsor Coffee Connection for the continued sponsorship. Coffee Connection General Manager Bill Hulotove said sponsorship will continue for Mixed Force. MP for Obra Waninara and Bowls PNG patron John Boito thanked each team, saying he will do his best to ensure the code improves. With a good management team in place, it can be achieved. Meantime, Bowls PNG Secretary Kila Kalana said the Gewatau Challenge will be conducted in Port Moresby next month. This December, the Lay Bowling Club will host another Bowls event for the year. Salome Vincent, TVWAN Sports.
The annual Kumul Petroleum Holdings Charity Golf Challenge, which is confirmed for the 3rd of November 2023 at the Royal Port Moresby Golf Club, is expected to attract continued support and participation from the corporate sector and business community in Port Moresby. Last year, a total of 53 teams participated and raised 168,000 kina to support the underprivileged children in the country.
Speaking at the official launch yesterday, KPHL Executive Manager External Affairs Luke Liria said last year they pulled in the highest number of teams that participated, totaling 53. He said without them, they wouldn't have raised 168,000 kina and hope to maintain or better this year. Receipts from this year's challenge will go towards supporting the operations of the 6 licensed out-of-home care centers in the various parts of the country. He said KPHL is working behind the scenes through state agencies and organizations to make these unprivileged children benefit fully from such support.
It is their willingness to come and participate that has allowed us to work with the six charity homes or out-of-care homes. This, by the way, when the child is under distress, the Child Protection Office, this is the place where they run to. The kid is taken and sent to these houses. So Kumul is slowly working behind with these organizations to make sure the disadvantaged and the underprivileged are also taken care.
Mr. Luria again sending out an open invitation to the corporate and business community and like-minded individuals to come out on the 3rd of November and be part of the Charity Golf Challenge at the Royal Port Moresby Golf Club.
Individually, you might not be able to go and support the 6 houses, but if we bind together as a team, as a group, maybe 50, 55, I even appeal to those individual businesses that cannot come out and participate. You can still contribute. You can still contact us. You can still contribute whatever you can. So we'll pull the money together, and based on the work that we are doing with the state agency, Children Protection Office, we can reach out to a lot more charity homes.
Born Free Foundation founder Philip Vaki, who was also present at the launch, expressed gratitude to KPHL and all supporting sponsors and partners for their generosity. Vaki gave a brief history of the foundation and how it's impacting the lives of these young children and their education. He said they don't just take care of these children, but empower them through education and send them back to the society as viable human resource.
Our home is a registered out-of-home care institution by the Directorate of Child and Welfare Services. And yeah, we take care of these children, educate them, empower them, and integrate them back into society as a viable human resource.
Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
After the successful completion of the Morbe Rugby Union 2023 season, focus is now on the upcoming meets, including the remainder of the KPHL Super 7 Series to be hosted in Lae on November 2023. MRU President Lionel Kamiak said the provincial select sides, Hammerheads and Tiger Sharks, will be participating in this year's PNG Rugby Union sanctioned tournaments. He said the province is also looking forward to the Trans Highway and Memorial Jeffrey Lung Cup to be staged later in the year. MRU is once again focused to deliver the tournaments open to the rest of PNG. Kamiak reiterated that it was a team effort coming this far from both officials and teams. A much improved performance is anticipated for season 2024. West Tigers halfback and Fiji Vati international Branson Wakeham is urging his troops to step up when they face a strong PNG lineup this Sunday in Week 3 of the Pacific Championships. After a scrappy win over Cook Islands last week, Wakeham is looking for a better team performance from his side to match the energy and attacking flair of the PNG boys.
Former Canterbury Bulldogs and currently contracted to the West Tigers, Brendan Wakeham made his debut for Fiji in 2019 and has been a regular feature in the Fiji Bali team. Wakeham, who last played against PNG in the 2022 Pacific Cup Challenge, knows what PNG would bring to the table when the two Melanesian rivals meet this Sunday.
Yeah, they came out firing. I was a bit nervous there towards the back of the game. They got in front, but credit to our boys, we just stuck to what we know and had faith in each other, and we came out with the win.
After overcoming a revitalized Cook Islands side last week, the Fiji number 7 admitted it was nerve-wracking to finish off like that and must be better against PNG, who are strong across the park. The party will retain last week's lineup with minor reshuffles on the bench.
Yeah, for sure. It gives everyone confidence. Most of the debutants were pretty young. Probably the first game against very like open age people, and I thought they'd done really well. Especially give credit to Caleb Navale. I thought he was pretty strong through the middle. He was getting us quick play of the balls, and we need that again from him. And then the rest of the boys need to step up as well to hopefully get the win.
Wakeham was also full of praise for his Tiger teammate, young Jerim Bula, who scored a sensational try on debut, very much to the roar of the NFL's crowd against the Cooks on Sunday.
Yeah, Bula's a freak, as everyone realised this year. Still fresh in the game. I just feel like every game he gets better. Humble, quiet kid, and if we can get him the ball a lot more this week, I think he'll be dangerous.
Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
Cook Islands international Essen Masters disclosed he is eager to make a return to the NRL after he took on Fiji and PNG in the Pacific Championships in Port Moresby. Away from his preferred centre position, Masters played in the halves last Sunday against Fiji, putting on a masterclass performance and picking up the Man of the Match award in a losing side.
A masterclass man of the match performance against a strong Fiji outfit on Sunday while playing alongside the likes of Cronulla Sharks outside back Kyle Iro and South Sydney Rabbitohs forward Davy Moale. Masters' hope of returning to NRL could be on the horizon shortly. The former Kiwi international moved to England this year to join Huddersfield in the Super League, but still harbors hope of playing in the NRL and believes representing Cook Islands offers him an opportunity to remind clubs of his talent.
It's good. It's a different style of footy that they play. It's more so just power game over there. So I think for us, it's just for myself just to go back and I think use this platform here that I'm playing in to, hopefully come back to the NRL or hopefully just stay in the Super League. So, but I got an end goal, wanting to come back to the NRL. I'm only 27, so still got a bit of footy hopefully left for me. So.
The Cook Islands international made a big statement. He wants to return to the NRL if his form against Fiji on Sunday is anything. A team reshuffle after the loss to PNG saw Masters playing a pivotal role in the 7-jumper. He scored a brilliant individual try from dummy half and had a hand in 2 other tries, with a grandstand finish looming. Masters said he is committed to help the Pacific nation qualify for the 2026 World Cup in the Southern Hemisphere by winning a berth in the inaugural World Series in 2025. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
Castleford Tigers in the Super League and young Fiji Bati flyer Jason Karekare could be the next Micah Sivo after his impressive try-scoring form in the Super League. At 17 years of age, Karekare got a call-up into the Tigers side while attending his math class in school. He started on the left wing to make his Super League debut and scored his first try with his first touch of the ball in the opening minutes.
Jason Karekari's fairy tale debut for the Castleford Tigers back in 2021 was hailed by his family and amateur coach after the teenager's scoring exploits reverberated all the way to his native Fiji. The 17-year-old scored a sensational touchdown as he raced clear to score just after 45 seconds. Karekari is not your average rugby league player. He was born in Fiji and is on a rugby union scholarship at Queen Ethelburga's Independent School in Yorkshire. His father served in the British Army and the family first moved from Fiji to Germany in 2004 before relocating to England and North Yorkshire in 2008. Karekari trained with Castleford Tigers Academy side before he got the biggest call-up of his young rugby league career, while the rest is history. Fast forward, the young Fijian winger was named in Fiji's initial 50-man squad in the build-up towards the 2021 Rugby League World Cup and included in the extended 33-man training squad. Karekari played on the wing for Fiji against England in their warm-up game, although missed out on the final selection in Fiji's 24-man tournament squad. The young winger said it was a big honor mingling with NRL stars, and even to be part of the camp was unreal.
Obviously rubbing shoulders with, Kevin Angam, with Dewey. It's just a surreal experience, watching, just a little kid in the UK watching, big NRL stars. I have to push myself sometimes, I stayed in camp for about 2 or 3 weeks with them and, just humbled the opportunity that I got to train with them.
Karekari is part of Fiji's 24-man tournament squad for the 2023 Pacific Championships in Port Moresby. When asked about contemplating an allegiance playing for England in future, Karekari said he'll stay loyal to Fiji to respect his grandfather's wish, who passed away last year.
For me, playing for my country, that both my parents are from, it's such a privilege and honour. I lost my granddad a year ago, and I think he would have wanted me to play Fiji, and I don't think I could ever switch to play England rugby. Yeah, it's too much of an honour for me to play for Fiji.
Kerry is looking forward to team up with the PNG boys Nixon Put and Sylvester Namo at the Castleford Tigers after the Pacific Championships. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
And finally, the Men's Rugby World Cup 2027 in Australia will feature 24 teams after the World Rugby Council approved reimagination of the competition format, window and timing. The 11th edition of the Men's Pinnacle event will see the world's top teams compete from October 1st to the 13th of November 2027.
To expand Rugby World Cup 2027 to 24 teams is logical and the right thing to do. Underpinned by a new global calendar that increases certainty and opportunity, it is focused on raising standards, closing the gaps and creating a spectacle that fans demand to see. The new format will feature 6 pools of 4 teams with a round of 16 added prior to the quarter-finals. This will enable the tournament window to be reduced from 7 to 6 weeks, while promoting a rhythm that builds momentum across the pool phase and respects the same minimum number of rest days between matches as at France 2023. The World Rugby Council also supported World Rugby's desire to undertake the pool draw as late as possible to best reflect global competitiveness. Independent chairman of the Rugby World Cup 2027, Sir Rod Eddington, looked forward to working with the Australian government, state, territory governments and Rugby Australia over the coming months to deliver the game. Susan Oreape, TV1 Sports.
And that's all we have for sports. Over to you, Mary.
Thank you, Carol. We'll now have the weather forecast for the next 24 hours. Southern, isolated showers and thunderstorms. Port Moresby, mostly fine. Momase, isolated showers and thunderstorms scattered over sundown. Lae, cloudy, periods with few evening showers. New Guinea Islands, scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms. Kokopo, Rabaul, cloudy periods with some showers and thunderstorms. Highlands, isolated showers and thunderstorms. Mendi and Wabeg, partly cloudy with possible patchy evening showers. Coral and Bismarck Seas, seas slight to moderate with southwest winds of 10 to 20 knots. Waters of southern PNG Indonesian border to Daru Kiwai Islands, Kerma to Yule Island, Hood Point to Samarai Islands, Fincherfen through Vitias Dampier Strait to Siasi Long Islands, and New Island to eastern West New Britain and Bougainville, seas 1 to 2 meters. And that's all for now. Pleasant evening. Good night.
The TV1 News was proudly brought to you by BSP